All right, welcome back, everyone. I felt guilty about missing the Instagram Live midday briefing yesterday, so I figured I'd make up for it with the weekend edition. Hence the casual attire. But hey, it's the weekend. Anyway, I like the headset. I need to learn how to fly a helicopter. But anyway, welcome back, everyone. I got a bunch of stuff I want to go over. Wild Day on Friday. The wild days continue and continue and continue. If you're over on YouTube, Facebook, I got a few things I want to show you on the screen share. I'm going to answer any Q&A. I'll probably wrap up with a little bit of Q&A. Just because I've got 4 agenda items to go over. Once we go over those, I'll probably move on. So that being said, one of the big things I want you to do for the weekend is head over to steadytrade.com. Okay, and again, if you're on YouTube or Facebook, you can see my screen. Matt, many of you might know Matt Monaco. He's my partner with doing the twists. We've got Steven Johnson, we've got Kim Ann Curtin. Now Matt Monaco's doing This Week in Steady Trade, kind of the shorter form podcast, and he's doing a weekly recap that goes out on Friday afternoons. It's an email newsletter. So, bunch of great stuff. He talked about, the great thing is, he kind of recaps the week. And again, this is a free newsletter, okay? Go to steadytrade.com. As soon as you go to Steady Trade, there's a big box that says drop your email. And then, this is like a 4-page newsletter that Matt is putting together every Friday afternoon. Free, awesome, super cool. He recaps the week, talks about what they talked about on This Week in Steady Trade. This week, Matt, Jack Kellogg, and Kyle Williams, the 3 amigos. These guys, I know I talk about it all the time, but Jack, Kyle, and Matt, some of the hardest working young men. Listen, my son, I'm so proud of my son's work ethic. He's 18, he works his butt off. Matt, Jack, Kyle are in their early 20s. Crazy work ethic, man. It's something. I'm just one of those guys that, like whether it be Jocko Willink or The Rock or Joe Rogan, you can accomplish so much. You don't have to be that smart. It's like, if you just grind and grind and grind, I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's trading. I don't care if it's writing. I don't care if it's going on Instagram every single day, no matter what. If you just show up every freaking day, it's amazing what you can accomplish. Anyway, Jack, Kyle, and Matt were on the podcast talking some OTC plays. Kim, I actually didn't make it to the podcast this week. Kim and Steven interviewed an awesome female trader. I want more female traders out there. But anyway, Latoya Smith was on the podcast this week. He mentions the dip and rip video I went over. So on our YouTube and everywhere, I did an explicit video discussing the dip and rip, and then he talks about luck in coffee and CYDY. So I probably spent too much time on this. Anyway, go to steadytrade.com, drop your email in. Matt is pumping out that email every Friday afternoon. Speaking of weekends, go to stockstotrade.com/watch list. Okay, tomorrow afternoon. So every Sunday morning, if I can type watch list properly, every Sunday morning I do the top 5 stocks to watch each week. I spend a hour and a half on it. It's free, okay? So again, I won't spend too much time on it. Go to stockstotrade.com/watch list. Sign up tomorrow. I think we send it out about 3 p.m. Eastern. We nail some stocks. If you're on the Monday Night Live, it's, there's a lot of weeks. We got 3 out of 5, 4 out of 5, 5 out of 5 that are winners. How do all these rappers wear sunglasses inside? I don't know how you can. I'm doing it for the joke, but how do you wear sunglasses inside and not go insane? But anyway, next thing I want to talk about, and then I'll jump in Q&A is RMBL. I mean, RMBL. What do we got? You know, listen, if you're under the PDT and this is actually a tip because a lot of you guys ask about the PDT. They're not sunglasses, they're hater blockers. Melior, gold star. Anyway, if you're under the PDT, Monday mornings, Friday afternoons. Okay, if you can only trade 3 times in a rolling 5-day period, I'm telling you, those are and especially if you're part-time. If you got a job, if you're busy, Monday mornings, Friday afternoons, okay? And RMBL, it was a big gainer Thursday night, crazy low float, trades a ton of volume early in the day, Friday, and then what time did it break? The high day, you know? The magic time, you know? And when I talk about the 2 p.m. window, I'm not talking precisely to the second, okay? But we talk about that 2 p.m. window all the time. And look at what time RMBL hit the high of the day and proceeded to spike, you know, $15 a share. Now, I know it's higher priced, but even if you have a small account, if you had like 10 shares, I mean, if you had 10 shares of, let's say you bought that high day break at, you know, 27 with 10 shares and you make, you know, $8 a share. I mean, that's a ridiculous. I mean, yeah, it's only $80, but you had a $280 position, or if you had 100 shares. So that's what I love about these low floaters, especially on Friday afternoons. I think that's it. Let's do some Q&A. So RMBL, yep. Apple. Apple. I mean, you know, Apple's one of those stocks. Just buy Apple and don't look at it for 2 years. I mean, I'm joking. You got to have a stop loss. But, I mean, if you're not an active trader, okay, if you just dabble, buy some Apple and don't look at it for 2 years. Check back with me in 2022. I think you'll be happy, okay? Now, it's not going to move like RMBL. It's not going to move like low floaters. But see you in 2 years. Nick Quizzle, I want to see you on. See, this is the sunglass. I can't even see my watch. I got to turn the light on. It's the 18th. All right, July 18th, 2022. Nick Quizzle. When you make a bad call, do you continue to watch the stock to learn or get away from it for clarity? Great question, Chris. So you know, define bad call, okay? So, I mean, normally, okay, and it's kind of difficult to answer this question because I don't know what happened. I don't know what you did. I don't know what the stock was. But this is what I would say. It's interesting. A lot of traders, me included, we revenge trade. So it's like you think of the ticker as like something other than just a stock ticker, and you want to get revenge. So if you took a big loss on a ticker, especially that day, I typically would say just avoid it because it messes with your head. It shouldn't, okay? Many of you might be saying, well, it's Tim, it's, you know, we just trade the tickers. We know none of these low float stocks are good companies. We know none of these day trades are long-term holds. It's just a ticker. But it sticks in your head, and that ticker, and you want revenge. So I don't know what happened, and I'm speculating a little bit here, but in my opinion, you take a big loss, you break your plan, get that ticker off your list and attack something else. So now I might have gotten your question wrong. If I did, I apologize. 1911, you know. So anyway, AZN. So this is another what I call real, this is what I call a real virus play, gapping up after hours last night. I mean, this is a red to green. I mean, it's again, AZN and mRNA are probably, it's looking like they're going to have some sort of vaccine. Not a crazy penny stock, but look for those week open red to greens. So, Moderna. So again, mRNA, I got the same opinion. mRNA and AZN are my two main real virus plays. Okay, so if you want, to get in on a coronavirus vaccine, those are the two top names. So, is WKHS dead? Well, probably for the time being, but this is something I do want you to keep an eye on. So is WKHS dead? For now, yeah, it probably is. Okay. Now, here's the thing. WKHS was green like every day for 30 days when it went from 3 to 25. Okay. I mean, if you were here every day, I talk about WKHS over and over and over. You probably got sick of me talking about WKHS. Now, the one point I do want to make, and this was actually on my notes, with the electric vehicles, the EVs, okay? July 22nd, Tesla earnings. So a lot of these electrical vehicle plays have been moving with Tesla. So I'm not saying do not buy in anticipation of earnings, but watch Tesla, and if they blow out earnings, I think it will wake up the EV plays like WKHS. So is it dead for now? Let's see if we get some different news. So, how do you feel about penny stock options? I'm actually going to finish on this question. It's a beautiful sunny day out. I'm obviously dressed for it. I'll tell you this. Mark Crook, many of you probably know Mark Crook. He recently put out an options course. And I have to admit, listen, if someone, this is a little tip for you. If someone in trading says they know everything, like if they know how to trade low price, high price, crypto, futures, options, if you ever run into anybody that's like, I know everything, this is the joke I always make. Remember the Homer Simpson backing into the bush? That's what you should do anytime anyone tells you, oh, I know how to trade options, I know how to trade futures, I know how to trade penny stocks, I know how to trade high price. I have to admit, I don't know much about options trading. Now, that being said, I'm checking out Mark Crook's course. People have been raving and raving about it. So here's the thing. I'm always looking to learn something new. I mean, a lot of the times you can see the stacks of books. I have stacks and stacks of books. I'm always trying to learn, evolve, and get 1% better a day. So, how do I feel about penny stock options? I'm a little, I don't have much to tell you, but I will tell you this. I'm learning it. I'm gonna watch Mark's course, and who knows? Maybe there'll be another tool in my toolbox. So, all right, everyone. Last thing. So I jumped on here on a Saturday. Market's closed. Got a bunch of people in here. I really appreciate everyone for being here. Would you do me a favor? Excuse me. I only do this every now and then, but I really want to know, drop me a comment. Do you want me to come on the weekends? You guys know I love talking stocks. I love taking questions. I love doing this stuff. So, or I don't know. Maybe you just want to decompress on the weekends. But drop me a comment if you appreciate or want more on weekends. Because if I get a bunch of comments, I'll keep doing it. It's like I love this stuff. I love work. I love answering questions. I love helping you. I love getting better myself. So drop me a comment wherever you are. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. And have a great weekend, everyone. I don't plan on being back tomorrow, but if I get enough comments, Who knows? Maybe I'll come back tomorrow. If I get enough comments, I'm back tomorrow. Otherwise, I'll see you at 8:30 Eastern Monday morning. Have a great weekend, man. It's a beautiful summer. And read a trading book while you're at the beach or the pool. Always be getting 1% better. All right. Have a great weekend, everyone. We'll see you next time. Whoops.